today I'm going to do a MAC haul for you. Now I did actually film this yesterday as part of the haul that's already gone up, which is haul part 1, which is Chanel, Too Faced, Superdrug, etc. But when I came to edit the end of the video, which is where I'd put the MAC stuff, the lighting was not great and you couldn't see true colours of anything, so I didn't want to put that up because you can't really see accurate representations of colours just in case you wanted to pick the items up yourself. So I just thought I'd refilm it today when the lighting is better. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so got good light and it should stay that way long enough for me to film this video for you. So I haven't got a great deal to show you, to be honest. I haven't bought a lot from recent collections. I do have a haul coming up next week, which is the Ruben and Toledo haul, and penciled in. I'm just going to put them both in one haul. It's just easier that way. And I'm waiting for Cinderella to come out, and fingers crossed I'm able to get what I want. Otherwise I'll have to hit eBay and pay a little over the odds. But hopefully I should be able to get what I want. So anyway, if not, I believe it's going to be in stores as well, and my mum and dad have said they would take me through, and we would go through there for 9 o'clock, and the shop doesn't open until 10, so I should be able to get what I want. Anyway, enough waffle, on to what I've been getting. So we'll start with the things that are non-lipstick. It's just probably easy that way. So the Red collection came out. And to be fair, it was more orange. The lipsticks didn't really appeal to me. They were kind of like Toxic Tail, which I know sold out quite quickly because I know it was very popular. It was originally part of the Venomous Villains collection from MAC, but it wasn't really for me. It was more of a coral sort of red, and that's not really my thing. So I didn't pick up any lipsticks from that collection. I actually only picked up one item, which was the beauty powder. Now, the beauty powder is called Hot Sensation, and that is what it looks like. Sensation. It's a very peachy sort of colour. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what the swatch looks like. I've still got lime crime swatches, so please excuse them. They haven't washed away. I had a bath last night, but they take some time to go. So as you can see, it's there. It's satiny and it's got a lovely texture to it, but it doesn't really have any sheen to it. It's actually quite nice and flat. So this is actually, it would make a nice face powder. The thing I find with MAC powders are they do last a very long time. So I would rather use this kind of beauty powder as a face powder, knowing that I'm going to get a lot more use out of it. I know that it's like, I can't remember how much it was. Actually, when they went up, they were up for the wrong price, so I actually got it a bit cheaper than it should have been. Sometimes MAC makes that mistake. They did that with another collection recently. I can't quite recall what that was. But I did keep the blush from that collection. Actually, I've got that to show you as well. I'll have to get out the drawer in a second. But yeah. I'm glad that this is the old packaging and they haven't repackaged the beauty powders, because I do not like the new packaging at all. I think this is much classier looking. Just nice, just solid lid, and it's got a mirror inside. So a lot of people have been saying that it's very comparable or is a dupe for Forever Marilyn, which is from the Marilyn collection. And that's what this powder looks like. Now if I put them side by side, you're probably not going to see a great deal of difference. In fact, I can't see it in the viewfinder. However, when they're on, there is a difference. That one is Forever Marilyn and that one is Hot Sensation. So if we look at the swatches here, this is Hot Sensation and that one's Forever Marilyn. Now Hot Sensation has definitely a peach hue to it. I know it's very minimal. You can just see the peach, slightly peach hue to it. But Forever Marilyn is definitely more ivory. So they're not identical, but they are incredibly similar. I do try not to use my Forever Marilyn too much because I absolutely love it. But I do tend to use that to brighten under the eyes because it's a great under eye brightening powder for me. Because it's basically like my skin colour. And that's what this is, and it's great. It's just to do sort of a matte highlight or just to dust all over your face. With this having a slightly peach hue, it works very much like Benefits Georgia, and that is basically a beauty powder, and as it's a peach powder, it just gives your face kind of a lift, especially for us pale girls. Sometimes we can look, if we're not very well, we can just look ghostly and quite drawn and ill. But if you put on Georgia by Benefit, I find for me the peach in the powder just lifts my skin and just makes me look alive. And that's basically what I think this will do. So absolutely love that. I do love to collect the beauty powders. Cinderella does have an iridescent powder coming out and a beauty powder. I will probably try and get the beauty powder, but I'm not interested in the iridescent powder because it's got gold in it. Some of the beauty powders I do have some shimmer in them, sort of like a little bit of a sheen, but this one does seem to be pretty much a matte one, so very nice. I love that. I also recently got a blush from the Lightness of Being collection. I wasn't going to keep it, but I have, and I'm not sure in the long term that I will, but at the moment I have. And it is Please Yourself. And I think this is, it says the Lightness of Being collection. And it's in the new packaging. I really hate the new packaging. I really will probably avoid some of the new items. It would have to be something so amazing for me to actually buy blushes from any future line until they change its packaging. It's like a flying saucer. It's just so cheap looking. I really dislike it. It's got this kind of beveled bottom, and then it's got this round and MAC printed on there. Just don't like it. And then it's really a pain to open. You've literally got to get your nail in to actually open it. But the blush itself is really, really pretty. I couldn't resist the blush. That's what it looks like. And that's quite a heavy swatch of it, but it's got a nice glow to it, so you could literally put this on and not put a highlighter on. It's a really pretty pink, and I really, really like the colour, but I just really deeply dislike the packaging. Not happy at all with that. Yeah, so I think that the new packaging will put me off buying things if they put everything in this kind of packaging. It's just not to my taste. And I'm really glad they haven't changed the lipstick packaging, and like the beauty powder packaging has stayed the same, because I don't like it. And then the other powder I got, they released a collection called Ultimate. So I didn't bother with any of the lipsticks from the Ultimate collection. They basically come in this sort of packaging, which kind of looks like a stair spindle to me, but this is a one from the Marcel Wonders collection, and it's basically the same packaging. So I didn't bother investing in any of the lipsticks just yet. I don't know if they're going to be permanent. I can't quite remember whether it is going to be permanent, but I just thought, oh, that's, you know, I'm not really too bothered. I decided to actually invest in the powder, which came in this absolutely huge box. And it was £40. Yes, very pricey, but it's a powder. This is the compact, and the compact is so amazing. I love the compact, and I haven't used this yet. I've swatched it a couple of times. It's amazing. It's got a little bit of a lip, and it's got a magnetic closure, and it's got a mirror inside, but then it's got like a little powder puff thing, which I've just kind of just sits there quite nicely. And then this is the powder. This is light medium. It's so beautiful. Actually, it's very much, it looks a little bit like Hot Sensation. This is just so velvety. I've done a fairly light swatch there. And I can't really show you a swatch, it just blends into my skin tone perfectly, and it's absolutely gorgeous. When you touch where you've just put it, it feels like velvet. Your skin feels so velvety soft. It's just, oh, it's just gorgeous. And £40 is a lot of money. It is a beautiful compact though, but you do get a refill. And it's a good chunky sized refill, so you do get a lot of product in here. So it's basically like buying 2 MAC powders. You'd pay £20 for a MAC powder, or I certainly would. They're usually around £23 or £24 for a MAC powder. So for £40 to have 2 is very good. And now I can finally start to use this, and I'll give you a review on that in a couple of weeks' time and let you know what I think. Right, I did get some random sort of items. I got the chromographic, yes, the chromographic pencil that was in, I think it's in the concealer collection, and it's NC15NW20, and it's basically just a flesh colour. I'll swatch it, but you'll barely see it. It's just for the waterline actually. If you put like this sort of colour in your waterline, it just really brightens up and opens up your eyes, and I basically just got it for that really. I'd heard good things about it, and so I thought, why not? Then I got a lipstick off eBay called Nocturnal Instinct. Now this one's a mattine one, so it's in slightly different packaging than you'd normally be used to. And I bought this because I saw Tara Babies wear this in an Instagram post. If you don't watch Tara Babies and you love, I would say, more of your high-end sort of makeup, then Tara Babies is definitely somebody you may want to check out. Her videos are totally amazing. and she does great swatches and stuff. I'll do a swatch of this. That's what that one looks like. It's kind of a mauvey sort of pretty pink colour. It's really, really beautiful. I love it, and I've worn that one. And then from the permanent line I got this lipstick, which is 4, which everybody is raving about and wearing. And I'll swatch that one for you, though you probably have seen it tons. And that's that one there. This is basically a sort of Kylie Jenner colour. Apparently this is the 90s colour. I don't remember this colour being popular in the 90s, but you know, I was a teenager, so maybe I skipped that and I missed that. I wasn't really wearing lipstick at that age. But yeah, nice colour. And I've worn it a couple of times and it's nice. I would say though, I wouldn't buy more of that colour family because although it is nice, it's really not me. I'd rather be wearing something like this. I like my bright lipsticks and bright colours and reds and things like that. So yeah, perhaps not exactly me, but it's okay. Moving on to the Nasty Gal collection. Now, I did show you that I got 2 of these. I think I did put them in a haul, but I have got the 3rd one now, so I thought I might as well just put all 3 together in this video. This one is called Stunner, which is a beautiful, bright, clean red. I love this. And that's that one there. This is just beautiful. I've worn this and I absolutely love this red. It is like, I'm always searching for the perfect red, and I know I probably own quite a few perfect reds to be fair, because I love them. That's definitely one of them. It's just a true, crisp, bright, nice red. And then the other one that you previously saw was Gunner, which I've actually worn this on Instagram. And I love Gunner. It's a true purple. I would say this is the first actually proper true purple that MAC has ever done. They've done other purples, other variations, but for me this is a true proper rainbow type purple, although a little darker than probably in the rainbow, but it's a true blue based sort of purple, which is really lovely. And then this is the one that I picked up when it actually launched in the UK, and as you can see I haven't used that one yet. And this one is Runner. Runner. So this is a beautiful dark red, and I love my dark reds. And that's that one there. Which, that's just, I love that colour. It's just perfect for me. So really, really excited about that. And then the last 2 things are something that I think a lot of people are very divided upon, if I'm honest. And for me, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but these are the Viva Glam Miley products. I know that it hasn't sold out. I do believe that if this lipstick had been released in any other collection with another name and it didn't have anything to do with Miley on it, this lipstick would have sold out straight away. This would have been the first lipstick in the collection to sell out. And that's why on my Instagram post I kind of said, if you didn't buy this because it's Miley, then you were cutting your nose off to spite your face, because basically this is just an amazing lipstick. I bought it back up. I probably didn't need to because it's not going to sell out anytime soon, but I just love it. And even when I came downstairs and I had my makeup done, Alec just commented on my lipstick straight away, and he's not one to comment very quickly. You usually have to needle him to get a comment, but straight away he just commented about the lipstick, and I was super pleased with it. And I do have a photo on Instagram of me wearing this too. But I did get the gloss as well, which I normally don't because I'm not that heavily into glosses, but I couldn't resist this. It's so pretty. It's a super bright pink and it's got little lilac shimmers in it, and I have worn it. It's really, really pretty. That's it there. Swatch doesn't do this justice, it's really nice. So I like that. And then the lipstick. So the money from these products, the proceeds, obviously, proceeds, is it? The proceeds from this lipstick actually go to the AIDS Foundation. I think it's a very worthy charity, and we definitely need to invest money in trying to find the cure for AIDS. I know that medication's a lot better nowadays than it used to be, with like sort of maintaining it, but it's still something that definitely needs more research, and I really am quite happy to buy a Viva Glam lipstick. Kind of, I can say to my husband, but this is for AIDS Foundation, so you know, I'm giving to charity as well as getting a lipstick, and I just think it's really a great thing that MAC do with, you know, the proceeds of this lipstick going to such a great charity. So I'm happy to donate. Anyway, Anyway, a lot of people haven't bothered with this because it's Miley, and I know Miley is out there and she's done some crazy things, but I just think at the end of the day this is sometimes what child stars do. You've got to look at like Lindsay Lohan did the same, and Michael Jackson to a certain extent. Just when they've had this certain childhood and they're being brought up a certain way and they're perceived as a certain thing, I think it must be difficult to then transition into an adult where you want to do adult things but people still see you as this child and this person you played or this person you were. And I think she's kind of rebelled against that, and I think sometimes it can be a bit like it's too far, and she does go too far sometimes, I'm not going to deny that. I do think she's got a nice voice, I do like her music, I don't have a problem with her, I don't have a problem with the MTV, with Robin Thicke performance. It was a performance. I mean, I've seen Lady Gaga go on stage and do kind of worse than that in a way. Not worse than that, but just as shocking as that. And Madonna's just as shocking as that. Lots of artists do shocking things when they're on stage, and it's performance art. So I didn't really get offended by the MTV performance. I thought it was okay. But that's just me, and probably going to lose a lot of subscribers now, but I'd rather be myself and be honest. So I don't have a problem with Miley, so it didn't bother me. I buy these if I like the colour. I didn't get the Rihanna, the second one, because the colour just would not have been me. So I'm not going to buy something just for the sake of it, even though I'm a huge Rihanna fan. I wouldn't get something that's not my colour. But this definitely is my colour. If it hadn't been my colour, I wouldn't have bought it. And actually, when you look at it, I think it's a very, very deceiving lipstick. Because if you look at here, like look at the end, how it's a different colour. And then look here. Now everybody was saying, oh, this is a coral pink. This is not a coral pink. It looks like it's going a bit coral pink, but when you look at the end, that is actually the pink that it is. So it's a very, very deceiving colour. But it's beautiful, and I actually prefer that it's this colour, because I kind of bought it and I was like, I'm not sure about this colour. But when I just thought, oh, we'll just try it on, you know, whatever, we'll just see. And it is this colour. And it is the most stunning pink. I guess it does have a little coralness to it. It's like got a little bit of warmth to it, but it's so, so beautiful. So again, that is the colour, not the side. It's just beautiful. I love it. It's got a nice gloss to it. It's just the perfect pink, and I'm a bit obsessed with it. So that is the Viva Glam Miley. And that's it. That is my MAC haul. So I've kind of been saving some of these things up and not using them. I haven't used the Hot Sensation powder, the Ultimate powder, and I haven't used one of the Nasty Gal lipsticks, but I've used everything else. And I'm very happy with them. Like I said, I do have another MAC haul coming next week, which is Ruben and Toledo and penciled in. So I'm very excited to share that with you. I've been selling a lot of makeup recently on eBay to fund these collections, and I was so surprised at how much some of it went for. And I have been able to actually put enough away to get the next 5 MAC collections, I would say, depending on when it comes out, the different things that I fancy. So I bought from Penciled In and Ruben and Toledo. I plan to buy from Cinderella, and then whatever comes next. So yeah, very, very happy with those purchases, and I will actually feedback on those in the future. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe as always, and I'm going to love and leave you there and see you all soon. I've been Spacey's #1 girl, and this is the colour of my kiss.